Deep dive. The eighth remembrance. The practices and lived moments. This is part of a longer protocol, but stands alone. The foundational ideas, briefly: you are source, the world is the mirror. Imagination is the real and creation is finished. The lag is sensory, the law is amoral, there are wrong moves that block. You do not have to feel it, just decide. Got them. Now we get into the actual moves you make, day to day. The practices that operationalize the principles. There are 9 practices. None of them are theatrical. None of them require crystals or candles or scripts that you write and burn. Just simple moves that operationalize the doctrine. Practice 1. Decide and declare. State who you are as a fact. I am loved. I am rich. I am the kind of person to whom good things happen. Once. Said with the same conviction with which you would state your own name. Not chanted. Not affirmed 100 times. Decided once with finality. Then return to it when the old thought arises, not as a chant, but as a redecision. Practice 2. Live as the version. Throughout the day, act, speak, and think as the version of you who already has the thing. Not in a performative way. In a natural way. The way someone who has it would. They walk a certain way, look at their phone a certain way, talk to themselves a certain way. Be that. This is the most important practice and the least taught. Practice 3. The bedtime drift. Before sleep, drift into the moment just after the desired event has happened. Not as a wish. As a memory you are recalling. The last state before sleep is heavily weighted. Whatever assumption you fall asleep holding, your subconscious works on for the next 8 hours. So you use that. You go to sleep being the version, internally. Quietly. Just 1 minute is enough. Practice 4. The internal conversation. Have a quiet, imagined conversation with another person about the desired state, in the tone of casual gossip. Of course it happened. Of course they came back. Of course the money showed up. Speak as someone whose news is already settled. This is one of the most powerful things in the doctrine. It feels almost too easy. Practice 5. Revision. When you encounter unwanted evidence in the day, do not just refuse it. Mentally replay it differently. They did not ghost. They wrote back warmly. The conversation did not go badly. It went well. Revise once internally and let it close. The past is not fixed. You can edit it from where you are now. Practice 6. The mirror correction. When you look in the mirror and the body has not shifted yet, address it in real time with conviction. I have always been this. I just had not realized. Cut off the part of you that says, still not, you still look the same. Cut it off mid-sentence. Restate. Talk to your reflection like someone who knows. Practice 7. The internal apology. When the specific person has not messaged, has gone, has moved on, apologize to them internally. For pushing them away. For the assumption you held that produced the silence. Tell them you are ready now. Imagine them saying back, I have been waiting so long for you to say this. Hold the warmth of it for a moment. Then live as the version who has them. Practice 8. Make it normal. When something does shift in your favor, do not celebrate it as a miracle. Treat it as of course. The version of you who has these things is not surprised by them. Big deal energy reaffirms the old assumption that this kind of thing was not yours. Be slightly bored about it. That is the right energy. Practice 9. Gratitude for self. Not for things you might get. Not for the universe being kind to you. For who you are. For your ability to decide. Gratitude pointed outward at thank you universe is begging in disguise. Gratitude pointed inward at I did this is identity work. That is the full set. 9 practices. Not theatrical. Not difficult. Just consistent. The work is to weave these into your day so that they become how you live, not a 5-minute exercise you do at 7 a.m. Day to day, you do not do all 9 every day. You do not even do most of them most days. You do the ones that fit the moment. Decide in the morning. Live as the version during the day. Internal conversation when you are walking somewhere. Bedtime drift before sleep. Mirror correction when you encounter your reflection. The rest as situations arise. The work is not in the practices themselves. The work is in being the version. The practices are scaffolding for that being. That is the eighth remembrance. The practice is light scaffolding for the work of being. Now, take a breath. Carry them with you.